Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal Readings. This is for the last week of November, November 27th through the beginning of December, December 3rd, November 27th to December 3rd. Thank you so much for being here. I am always so delighted to see how many views these readings get and the comments, the thumbs up. I love it. I appreciate every single bit of it. And I'm glad that you find some value in tuning in for these readings. So thank you very, very much. Today's a little bit interesting in that for some reason I have chosen sort of all black crystals. So here we go. The first one is hematite. It's just black, shiny. Very good ground. These are all grounding stones, which is particularly interesting. Okay, so there's that. This one is a smoky quartz. It is quite dark. There are some lovely markings on it, etc., etc. It's beautiful. And this one is, we're going to call this one marble because I really don't quite know what it is. It actually feels like it might be hematite or something like that with another kind of crystal kind of embedded in it, but I don't know. I just really like the look of it. So there we go. Those are our three. You've got hematite, you've got smoky quartz, and you've got, we're calling this one marble. So take a moment, look at the cards, see which 1, 2, or 3 may be resonating with you. And let's get started, shall we? Let's look at the hematite first. Here we go. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Okay. So this is a really, really kind of nice energy. When you're starting with the Queen of Pentacles, right? You are talking about somebody who is, she works hard. She is of the earth. She's very grounded. She's capable, practical. But there is a sense of like a financial sort of stability or a little bit of sorry, the word just kind of escaping me. It's that energy of being grounded, being rooted, but because you feel stable financially, you feel stable professionally, or stable in your personal life. There's just a sense that this is a woman who has it, kind of together. And so it's not necessarily male, female energy, but there's definitely an energy connected to this that is very, kind of practical and organized, but also somebody who knows their value and the value of things around them. And I really like that energy because you have, after the Queen of Pentacles, you have this Ace of Cups. All right. And so the Ace of Cups is that energy connected to happiness and new beginnings and good news and emotional, fulfillment, emotional, happiness and a beginning of a new start. It can often represent, new relationships, new homes, new moving forward. Okay. And so this is a really nice energy because in some ways I almost want to say you've had to be really practical lately, really, really kind of, taking care of things, watching, your money, watching your assets, watching your security. Perhaps you have been in some sort of a legal transaction. Perhaps you are selling property or buying property. Perhaps you're looking to sign a contract pertaining to a new business venture or a new lease. But whatever it is, there's a feeling of having to be, practical and knowing um, what you're worth, what things you're worth, and what you can afford. And this is moving into this Ace of Cups energy, which is that sense of fulfillment and happiness and contentment. Things are moving forward for you in a way that brings a great deal of happiness. I love the Eight of Wands here because it talks about, movement, things moving quickly. So yes, there's going to be increased communication. There's going to be um, things moving forward quickly. Perhaps there have been some delays or some hiccups along the way. Well, the Eight of Wands is talking about this energy moving and moving fluidly as you go forward. And the Three of Cups is really just, nice because the Three of Cups is about that support, having that sense of celebration, that sense of, recognition of accomplishment. So honestly, let's just take the example, okay? Just an example of moving, all right? So you had the process where you were looking. You had the process where you were finding. You had the process where you were figuring out what you could or could not afford or how to make it work. And then you had that process of getting things sorted out and in order. That moves to that sense of accomplishment and peace and happiness that you're able to move forward. This is talking about even if there were delays, even if there were slowdowns, things are now going to move forward and they're going to move forward quickly and in a way that frankly pleases you. And with the Three of Cups, this is talking about literally having the support of friends. So maybe, these friends are going to move into place. Maybe they're going to have a painting party. Maybe, they're going to help you with some decorating. Maybe there's a housewarming party. Okay, so this is the kind of energy of this. This is about forward movement and movement as you move forward in a sense of happiness and accomplishment. I like these cards. Those are nice cards. All right. Smoky quartz. What's the smoky quartz telling us? The Two of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Interesting. The Artist and the Nine of Pentacles. Now, for those of you who perhaps have never received the Artist card, or those of you who may be new to this channel, when I do these readings, I do these readings with a deck called Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot Deck by Matt Hughes. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that they are absolutely lovely, lovely cards. All right. But one of the things that is unique about this deck is that they added two additional cards at the end. So they're viewed as high arcana cards. And the Artist it's a card pertaining to creation and being creative. It is a card that talks about opening yourself to the knowledge, opening yourself up to sort of the knowledge and the understanding, opening yourself up to being the passion, being a visionary, helping to create, something moving forward. This really taps into creative or artistic energy. So this is interesting because these cards are telling kind of a kind of interesting story. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is that kind of coming together energy. So perhaps this is talking about a new partnership. Maybe this is a business partnership. Maybe this is you hiring or bringing on board a contractor or additional help. Maybe this is a partner, your partner saying, you know what? Don't you think maybe it's time that you actually started to spend some energy doing the things you love that are creative? Maybe you want to, get back to your painting, or maybe you're sculpting, or, writing that book, whatever it is, planting your garden. But there's this sense of um, support coming in that is very like helpful to you. The Five of Pentacles is interesting because, the Five of Pentacles is sort of that card of, sometimes it's about temporary hardship. Sometimes it's about, sometimes it can be, about an illness. But what's interesting about the Five of Pentacles is in some ways, these people are sort of choosing to stay in that space because they are not looking at the pentacles that are waiting there to help them and assist them moving forward. And so it feels like perhaps there were good reasons why put whatever this is on the back burner. Perhaps you didn't feel that it was affordable at that point in time. Perhaps there was too other stuff going on. Perhaps you weren't feeling well. But this sort of partnership card and the Five of Pentacles card is really talking about, it kind of like being time for you to really consider kind of just moving forward and getting on with your artist aspirations, okay? Getting on with that creativity. And one of the things that this card talks about is moving from a place of distraction. It talks about going still and quiet so you can hear, so you can listen. And whether that is listen to divine guidance, whether that is listening to your own soul or heart, but there is a sense of going quiet so you can actually really connect with the artist within, as opposed to sort of just, kind of doing things by remote, okay? This is a really nice card, but it talks about a new energy coming from a deeper place and space. Followed by the Nine of Pentacles, which I really like if you're talking about artistic endeavors, right? Because the Nine of Pentacles is about luxury. It's about, being able to afford your lifestyle, basically. It can certainly represent financial success. It can represent, a material sense of security. So, I mean, I'm not suggesting that for every single one of you who pick up a paintbrush, there's going to be some amazing financial success that comes from that. But what I am saying is that there is a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment and success that comes from simply following that energy that is encouraging you to move forward and reconnect with that more creative side to you. And it very much feels like, it's something that can be afforded. It is something that is in some ways not to view it as a luxury, but as an essential and necessary part of who you are, where you're going, and what you're about. Very, very nice card. So definitely time to kind of maybe get up and moving a little bit. Oopsie. All right, let's look at this marble and see what it has to say for you. Here we go. The Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Star, and the Sun. All right, so those of you who have chosen the marble card, the marble crystal definitely have really lovely cards. Two very powerful and strong high arcana cards. This is lovely. So the Sword of Pentacle, or the Four of Pentacles, sorry, oh my goodness, the Four of Swords. I'm distracted by this card here. This talks about a period of reflection. It can often represent a period of rest, recovery. It can talk about there being, illness or strain, stress, and taking the time that is necessary to recharge from that kind of energy. There's definitely a feeling going forward of, regaining your strength, regaining your momentum, having taken the time that you needed to recharge those energies. Because you took the time, the Ace of Pentacles is coming forward, and it is talking to you about a new beginning, a new venture. It's talking about important decisions that you're making. It can be about a gift. It can be about clarity in terms of finances. It can be a new revenue stream. But this is definitely talking about some sort of a financial, boon, something either unexpected or something that is expected that ends up being perhaps a little bit more generous than you thought it might be. The star and the sun are lovely because the star is literally saying, listen, it's time for you to make a wish. It's time for you to really think about what it is you want your life to be like and look like as you move forward. We've now hit the beginning of December, and we are coming upon the end of the year. And so maybe this is the universe saying, you know what, it's time for you to actually start making a wish about what you want the next year to look like or be like, or what you want to accomplish. And there comes the sun assuring you that there is going to be a sense of success and happiness, contentment, a feeling of accomplishment, a feeling of having, the love, the money, the hope, all of it that you're seeking or looking for or wishing for. It's now time to start, crystallizing those dreams. It, Take them away from that sort of far off kind of misty fantasy and start bringing them in a little bit closer and actually looking at how to create and how to connect with the divine, to hear the messages, the gifts coming through from the divine in terms of how to actually facilitate the success of this wish or this dream. And standing in a place where you have complete confidence and a surety that you are absolutely moving towards this. You have had a period of R&R. You have had a period of reflection. These cards are really encouraging you that it's time now to start moving forward again. It is time for you to put your needs, your wants, your priorities into a place of more prominence so that the things you are looking for, hoping for, are actually something that can be accomplished because, frankly, you believe in the wish, you believe in the dream, and that success, that happiness that you're looking for with the sun there is a very, very good indicator that, it's assured. Now, just a quick little message. I don't know who this is going out to, but understand when you're making a wish or a decision, it's about you, all right? It really can't ever be about something that controls somebody else's or shifts or changes somebody else's behavior. All right. So just let's say, for example, there's somebody in your life and you wish they would, dot, 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 whatever that is. In order for that wish to be successful, it is not, I wish they would. The wish is that I find the way in which to deal with, work with, find a way despite that towards moving to happiness and contentment and, love and harmony, peace. All right. So be very mindful that you really can impose your wishes on somebody else. You can only create that reality for you. All right. Okay. So again, lovely, lovely cards. All right. So that concludes our readings for November 27th into December 3rd. Thank you so very, very much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye now.